everybody. Welcome back to Crazy Not Crazy with Kim, Laura, and Billy Joe, episode 30.
Welcome back. Big 3-0. Remember those? Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
That was 30? A while ago.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. My 30th birthday was at Old Orchard Beach, and I don't really remember a lot of it. But I know it was fun.
Had a good time.
I heard stories, so it was pretty fun.
People tell you about it.
Yeah. You know, it's a good one. Yeah. I don't think I remember 30.
Ago. No?
I think I was probably pregnant at that time. I already had Marissa, and I was pregnant.
Yes. Actually, I think I was pregnant too at 30.
Were you? Yeah. We'll do the math.
That reminds me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the math.
Laura's like, oh yeah, I got a kid. Oh my god, I forgot. No,
what year? Well, I don't know what year
just
was
30. 20 years ago for you, right?
Yeah, well,
no, wait a minute.
No, because you're only 51.
Yeah,
she gave you an age out.
Yeah, that's all right.
I
feel good for 51.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, okay, so probably I must have, I think I was pregnant at 30. And I already had Marissa too.
So, no, I must have been too, because Chelsea's 22, so 51. So I was like 29, I think. Maybe I had, whatever. If I wasn't pregnant, I had a newborn, pretty much, you know.
So like 25 and 45.
Yeah.
So we did our partying back in the 20s, like when we were in our 20s. Then we had our babies and, late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah.
And now, like, empty nest thing, which led us here. For you guys, so you guys can
I'm almost empty
hang
nesting.
out with us.
The twins are seniors, so I'll be empty nesting soon.
It's hard, because like that's what like Laura said, like that's how we ended up here.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? Nobody's home. Let's go do something.
Yeah. So you guys can hang out with us.
Yeah. Aren't you guys lucky? I mean,
yeah. So, and I had something like to talk about today, and it's just like some harmless relationship bashing that I have.
Oh boy.
I'm springing it on you girls. But it's harmless. But I think most relationships, a lot of times you might have like the one, like in my case, it would be like my boyfriend. And which sounds weird when you're 51 and says you have a boyfriend.
I said that so many times. That's why I'm so glad.
Well, why don't you guys say fiance?
A lot of times they say husband, but I don't like. And
it
then when you say boyfriend or husband, then you end up explaining it like I am right now because I'm 51 with a boyfriend.
He's not really my husband, but we've been together forever.
I might say my partner in crime, my fiance. No, I never say fiance. Sometimes I will just say my husband, like if I can do it and not explain it.
Yeah,
you know.
I say that, and I actually still say it all the time because I forget. Like not that I forget that I have a ring on my finger, but I'm still like, oh yeah, he's my fiance. Because you do feel weird at this age being like, my boyfriend. You feel like a little teenager.
Yes. It does. It feels so 12-year-old-ish or something, you know?
Yeah.
But he's been my boyfriend for over 10 years now. Yay. It's been good. But it's funny because sometimes you just think about like relationships and, like somebody might be like, hey, like, I took out the trash, and you're just sitting there like, can you imagine if every time you did something you announced it in the house? Like me, I would be like, hey, I just did the dishes and
hey, I just scrubbed the toilet.
Hey,
back.
I just folded some laundry. Oh, hey, did you see that spot in the fridge that I just wiped off? Like, do you realize how many things a day?
Every day I'm gonna wipe a spot till you say something.
Right, but think about all those things you do like in a day that you don't even realize you're doing it. You might walk by and see a cobweb and take a cobweb down, or there's just something that
you'd know how much you were doing in a day.
Because hey,
can you imagine if every time you did something?
I get the hey now.
You said like, hey, whatever. I put the groceries away. Hey, I just swept the floor.
No.
Hey, I shook the rug out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so it's just
the day-to-day things that you do. We don't need to get approval. Like, we're not looking for approval to clean your freaking house or to take out your own trash.
It's just you find it funny because you even see it like a lot of like the videos, like you see like the TikTok videos of it or the funniest videos. where people talk about that in their relationships.
Well, I
you
gotta
know,
say, sometimes don't you guys though? Because now that I'm thinking of it, like if Stu does take out the trash, I will be like, "Hey, thanks for taking the trash out."
Yeah.
Just to, like and so maybe it's like when you don't say it,
Right.
they're like, "Hey, where's my thank you?" You know, like, and I don't even know why I
but
say
when
thank
has
you because
anybody
it's
like ever been like,
Like,
"Hey,
everybody
thanks"?
does chores. So.
Yeah. But when has anybody been like, "Hey, thanks for cleaning the toilet"?
yeah,
Like, has anybody ever said that to you?
I don't believe
I don't
so.
think anybody's ever like thanked me for cleaning the toilet.
Well, if it, I mean,
I will next time I'm at your house.
And I
yeah,
yeah, well, see, like you guys would, because you girls like
We
totally
understand it.
appreciate a clean
know what,
toilet
yeah.
too, right? Like
And we know how it is.
I
to
like
clean
it when I
toilet.
come to your house. I sit on you girls' toilet, so
that's good to know. We appreciate that. So.
you know, it's nice when you go someplace and feel
It's
like
'cause
you
I
can
cleaned
sit on the
it.
toilet. Exactly.
Thanks for cleaning it, Billy
Yes.
Joe.
Thank you, Billy Joe. I appreciate your clean toilet.
I completely get where you're coming from because it's like, it's not just your chores. You're a couple. You should.
Yeah.
That's what we could say for the younger people. Is like, make sure that you don't do everything at once. Like you're not. It's great to play house, but don't
Right.
forget it becomes your problem after.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You gotta really think
everybody's-
about
yeah.
what you want your role to be.
There you
Yeah.
go.
You know?
Yeah.
Because
You need a partner that's
Do you
gonna
want to be the
do the same
doer or
thing.
the appraiser?
Yeah. And people
Yeah,
have
yeah,
different
that's right.
If we
Yeah,
were the
that's
appraised, if we were the one getting praised all the time, nothing would get done inside. So I mean, there's no way you could do that. It wouldn't happen.
Have you guys ever seen on the reels the guy that he's a really dry guy and he's so funny. He talks about things he says that his wife thinks he's arguing with him about the kids. He'd be like, so today, list of things that I said and my kids thought I wanted to argue. He's like they got up in the morning and I said hello.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
he's got like a really
Yeah.
dry, like,
yeah.
I
he's
think
so
I might have
funny.
seen that one.
Oh
yeah.
my God, yeah. He's
But
hilarious.
that's a legit argument though, because
Yeah.
like even when the kids like they walk by me, I'd be like, "Hey, what's up?" And they're like, "What?"
Yeah, you like
Yeah.
what?
I'm like, "What?"
Nothing.
And they're like,
Yeah.
"What do you think's up, Mom? I'm sitting right here with you. Like I just sat down. I'm doing the same thing you're doing. Why would something be up?" And I'm like, "Actually, I think I just meant hello by that. Like, hey, what's going on? Like
Yeah.
I didn't really mean anything
like
by
mental
it."
note, never say hi to the kids.
Yeah. Just wait for them. Don't.
Yeah.
How's it go?
Wait for them to approach you.
Yeah.
Don't speak until spoken to. Is that
And
how
then-
that goes?
yes,
Like,
yeah.
don't speak
That's
until
right, kids.
spoken
So
to.
stop speaking until you're spoken to.
Because then I'm just like, I don't really care. Whatever. I was
Yeah.
just trying to be nice
Yeah,
and
You're
say,
like,
Like,
hey.
actually, I
nice.
didn't even really care
Yeah.
what's up, but I was just trying to be nice.
Yeah, and it's so funny though because it would happen to me all the time. I'd be like, "Hey, what's going on? What do you think's going on?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. Just
Yeah.
morning." You know.
You gotta learn to just say, hey,
Yeah.
hey, hey.
We'll
I
have to
don't know.
remember that.
They'd be
Just
like,
say hey.
"You're weird, Mom."
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
because
What?
you can't say anything. I just can't.
Right.
You can't say nothing.
Nothing's
but
right. Yeah.
I don't know. I do agree with you on that though, Laura. Like, no, I don't want to pat you on the back every time you do a chore.
Yeah.
But I want to pat him back every time.
We never do though. Do you ever?
Right.
Like
My
that's
back
the
would
point.
I
probably
don't look for
hurt.
it. Yeah,
I don't
know.
look for
chores
it
as I
either.
do,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
I
I
do
don't
like
look for it
enough
either.
of patting me on the back. Stop.
I almost just want it to be like I would pat them on the back every time if they picked up after themselves. I'd be like, "Good job doing doing your own
Right.
dishes.
Yay,
Good job cleaning the toilet after yourself." You know,
Yes.
like
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, I have said this before on the podcast. I am thankful because Tom does pick up after himself.
Yeah.
So, and he does like other things, but he lets me know. He does let me know when he does them. But
Reminds you that he
it
did
does
them.
make it easy, or when you have somebody that at least picks up after themselves. That's half the
course,
battle
yeah,
right there.
yeah.
That saves your insanity.
Of course.
And that's like
Yeah.
any place you go. Like even, like if you're in Cumberland Farms and you're like making yourself your coffee, it drives me crazy. Like when I walk in there and I see people that like just left
Yeah.
their paper on the counter
Yeah.
and spilled and didn't wipe up, and I'm like, or in the office, people will leave their dishes in the sink, and these people that are entitled and think like they don't have to pick up after themselves.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just wonder, like, how do you think it gets done?
right.
Like if you're not picking up after yourself, but it's picked up, that means you especially as a grown ass person, just let somebody pick up after
Yeah,
you.
well, obviously,
That's-
mommy and daddy didn't teach them very
Yeah,
well.
that's a pet peeve of mine. Like
Yeah,
every place,
definitely.
I just don't like it when people like leave their messes for
You think
somebody
I get
else.
it.
kids, you
I
know,
get
it's
it.
like, no,
Yeah.
you need to pick up after yourselves and
Yeah.
say nothing about adults. You know?
I
Yes.
agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's annoying.
Yeah, so pick up after yourselves, everybody.
Yes.
Like, and
And maybe
somebody
you'll get an appraisal.
will be
once in a while.
happy. An appraisal, yes.
Yeah.
On the back.
You'll get a shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll shout out on your name on the podcast and be like, yay.
Yeah. Yay.
No,
Anyway.
they'll get it, you know, like if they let us know, hey, you know, I
What are
did
they
this.
gonna let us know? Oh, that they did something.
They can email us and
Let us-
say they took the trash.
Yes.
And we'll give them a yay.
Yes, we will give you a pat on the back,
Yes.
shout out.
Or a
like,
hey, a hey.
We'll do
Yes,
a
a hey. We'll do a
yes.
hey. Okay.
Hey.
A hey.
Oh,
Oh.
what's that?
I think it was your hair.
Ooh.
What the heck, man?
Yeah.
I'm so glad we caught that.
It kind of like
Oh,
made
gosh.
me like, I was like, oh,
Laura's ready to run
so I gotta
too.
go.
You know, I'm like
I'm
the
just
one that
sitting
cried
there
wolf.
like,
Remember, like what we were talking about? Because I keep doing this stuff to
Yeah.
her. One of these times, I'm probably gonna have like a squirrel or something on my shoulder, and she's gonna be like,
I
it's
just
just
be
Kim.
like, yeah, just
Then
be
it
sitting
jumps on
there.
my
Jumps
shoulder.
on her.
Yeah.
It's like stuck to my face or something.
Well, it felt like something. I
Wow.
felt like it moved across my chest.
I don't know.
Maybe
It
was
might
just
have been your
I looked
hair.
when you
Or,
jumped and I only saw
yeah,
hair,
I did
but-
because it made me jump a little bit, but like it was like,
Just keeping you on your
Yeah.
toes.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh
Oh,
my
boy.
goodness. So yeah, so I've been reading some books. So I'm done with these 3 books. I know some people think books are boring, but actually books are really cool. Like it's kind of like it's so different than watching a movie. You know, watching a movie, yeah, it's cool, but reading the book, it's like you can get your own. You use your own imagination. The characters look like what you want them to look
Yes.
like, and
yeah.
I don't know. It's just kind of cool. You can get more into a book than you can a movie.
You feel like you're more part of the story.
Yeah,
Like you're
and
picturing
books are more
it.
detailed
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
There's
The
so
books-
much more detail.
I think they pull you into the story, like you
Yeah.
almost feel like you're part of it
Yes.
when you read.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
It's
is
so cool.
really cool.
I love
I
it.
haven't read in years, but I always loved reading. I think that for me, like having the DVR and no commercials, and I got
Yeah.
lazy
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
just like you have access to just watch anything,
I agree.
and
I'm
it
the
made
same
me
way.
lazy,
Yeah.
and it actually took me away from reading. But
Yeah.
I used to
Well,
love
reading's
to
so
read.
relaxing though. I find it so, I don't know, I just find, and I go through bouts of it too. Like I haven't actually read in a couple years, but I got back into it. Actually, JC gave me these books. These are a friend of hers. We've been kind of passing books around for a couple months, but these are really good books. It's, again, I'm not going to go into this big about everything because I don't want to be boring and be ridiculous about
But
it.
not only that, though, you'll give the story away.
Yes, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
want to be that person either. But Colleen Hoover actually is a really good author. But these 3 books are really good. This one's called Verity, and it's, again, I don't want to say too much, but it's kind of just about this author, and she tries helping out this other author that's sickly, and it sounds boring. I don't even want to talk too much about it. It'll sound super boring, and it's not. There's like a lot of twists and turns in this book and stuff, but this is a good book, and these 2 go hand in hand. It's actually it ends with us is first. You read that one first, and then it starts with us is last.
Oh, by the same author.
I would have thought it
Yes.
was
What's the
reversed.
author's name again?
Colleen Hoover.
Are all 3 of those from her?
Yes, yeah.
But the last 2 are kind of like a 2-part.
They're a 2-part book, and it's,
So it ends with us is first,
yes,
and it
then
starts with us
is last.
Okay.
Yeah. And it kind of takes you through this girl's life and kind of what she's been through, and you know she's was in an abusive relationship, and she kind of got away and started a new life, and with a really, you know, so it's a really really good book. It's awesome book.
So I know, like, you're pretty busy. So when do you enjoy reading? Like, what is it? Right before bed?
Yeah. Usually I'll read right before bed, or like Saturday mornings or Sunday mornings when I get up. I'm always up earlier than everybody else, so And I will wake up
And
thinking
it's
about
quiet,
Yeah.
so.
like I will be excited to get up and watch. I'll read the book.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
The one thing that took me away from reading too was I was a very obsessive reader.
Yeah.
So if I'd start reading, like
couldn't
I
put it
down.
I
That's
can't
how
put
I
it
am,
down
too.
and
Yeah.
can't stop. You know.
Then you're trying to go.
And
That's what
then-
I was wondering. Does your brain
Yeah.
keep going at
It
night?
does,
Like,
and you think about it, even at work.
Yes.
You're thinking about the book. You can't,
Can't
wait to get home.
home.
JC does the same thing. She's in a bout right now, just like I am, of reading, and we're passing books around with her friend. And again, she does the same thing. She'll go in bouts of every year or two, just like get binge, reading. And she'll do the same thing. She comes right home from work and like jumps into the book.
so you get your own little book club going on.
Yeah, kind
Billy
of.
Joe's
Yeah.
book club.
Yes, we
I know,
have.
it sounds very
Yeah.
boring, but
So if anybody
No,
has any
no.
suggestions for
Oh,
Billy
that's
Joe
good.
to
Yeah.
read
Yeah.
for a good book, send
Definitely
us
suggest.
some suggestions or
Yeah.
a good author or something,
Right.
and you and Billy Joe can compare notes
Yeah.
on the book or something.
Yeah.
We can check in on the book club.
Yeah.
Billy Joe's book club.
Yeah, that would be good. Who knows? Maybe I would read. Well,
Yeah.
I probably won't, but I
It
do.
sounds good.
I do miss reading. I
Yeah,
actually
it's
really
really-
enjoy
It's
that.
good for
But
you too. It's just
it-
very just
Peaceful.
relaxing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's self-care, really.
yeah. I do like for TV shows. I'll give you guys a good show that I liked. It was on Netflix. Has any of you seen Working Moms?
I think I saw a little bit of that. I don't know. Was that the funny one, right? It was
Yeah,
funny?
it's
Yes.
funny. They're like, I think they're from Canada, or it's like a show from Canada, but it's weird because they don't have an accent, like a Canadian accent.
Yeah.
And it's I think I don't know how many seasons there are, but it's funny and I like it because they're like 22-minute episodes, so they're
Right.
like really quick, and
Yeah.
usually they're almost
Maybe
kind of
long.
like us.
What's it
like
called?
exactly. That's why I was like, it's almost like listening to us or something, like for 20 minutes. No, they're probably funny. They're funny.
You say we're
It's a
more-
Oh,
good
you're saying
show.
we're not funny,
Yeah,
Laura?
we're
No.
I
funny.
think that's what she's saying.
I think so.
There's more stories. Like it's really not a podcast.
Right,
you
right.
No,
know?
I get it. But what's it
But
called
they're,
again?
it's called Working Moms, and yeah, it's a good light show that you don't have to like super pay attention to, but it's
Right.
funny
Right.
and
Those are good shows.
yeah.
Mindless.
and I like that they're quick. You
Yeah.
can even like just in between. I don't know if you're cooking dinner and doing something or waiting for something.
Yeah.
You gotta kill a quick 20 minutes. It's
Yeah.
a good show.
You know what's another really good show that you guys would probably like is Firefly.
Oh, Firefly Lane.
Yes, Firefly Lane. I
saw
couldn't remember if it
that.
was girls or Lane. But yeah, Firefly Lane.
One more time, Billy Joe.
Yeah.
But that was a really good show.
Did you watch it all the way to the
Yes,
end?
yes.
Oh, I'm not even gonna say anything. I don't want to do
If you haven't watched
one
it,
of those
you have to
spoiler
watch it.
things.
Spoiler
Yes.
alert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's yeah, it's not like a thriller or anything
No.
like that. What kind of movie is?
It's kind of just
Like-
like a comedy, almost like a drama comedy type of. It's just two girls growing up together and kind of their lives, what they
Yeah.
go through their whole lives, and it gives good detail, and it's funny and it's cute and it's sad.
Yeah,
There's a lot of sadness in it.
Yeah, it's
That
like
sounds familiar. I
yeah.
think I did see that one.
I really
Yeah.
really like that a lot, and
yes.
it kind of like it showed them like maybe like their teenage years, and then they're like 20s and 30s, and
Yeah,
then they're
all the way
like
through.
you
Yeah.
know, and it was just their friendship all the way through of all
Yeah.
of these years and all the different stages of their life.
Yeah, it was
That
a
was
really,
really good.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Good.
definitely.
Couple
I-
good tips right there on
Yeah.
shows and books. So
Yeah.
let us know if you have any good ideas on what books
Yeah.
or shows to TV
Yeah.
shows or
yeah. I
series
like,
that we can watch.
Yeah.
I like what was that one on Amazon that
That you just
The
watched.
yeah.
Tell me your secrets.
Tell Me Your Secrets. That was
That
pretty
was
good.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was pretty. Yeah, that was a really good show too.
I like I'll have like a bunch of different things going on because I'm not like I don't like to binge watch.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if I watch too much of one thing, I kind of like I get bored. But if I leave it and then I come back, I find I missed everybody.
Yeah.
I miss
need
my
to catch up.
friends.
Yes. Yeah. I need
So
to
I
see
See, I'm
what
the
happens.
opposite. I want to get it done because I'm like
Yeah.
I'm
Read to
like
the end.
I need to see what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I need to see what's gonna happen. So
Yeah.
I'll just like binge it and like I can't move. I gotta watch this, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And then I get like you crazy thinking I can't wait to get home.
Right.
Yeah.
Watch my show.
Oh,
Kim's still up at 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, okay, one
Sitting
more.
there with toothpicks in her eyes.
I'll tell you what, The Handmaids.
Oh,
Handmaid's
Tale.
yes.
That one did it for me because
Yeah.
I didn't watch it for the longest time.
Yeah.
Everyone kept talking about it, and
Yeah.
I'm like, no,
Yeah.
it
Same
with
sounds,
me,
nah,
yeah.
I'm not
Actually, I
into
didn't
it.
start watching
I
until
did-
you told me to start
Yeah.
watching it.
And then
I
when
did.
I did, like the first couple episodes were kind of like, oh boy, what am I
Right, it's
getting
hard
into?
to, yeah.
But then after that, like I was like,
So
oh my god, I
good.
gotta watch the next
Once
one.
it
I was up till
jumped
like
into-
1:32 in the morning
Yeah.
on work nights,
Yeah.
like one more episode, one more
And pissed when
episode.
you caught up, and
Oh,
then you had
yeah.
to wait for the next week to watch it. Like, pissed.
That
Yes.
is like a show that really brings you on like an emotional.
Yeah, and it kind
I
of
think
almost
the
messes with you a little
acting
bit.
and the
Yeah.
storyline,
Yeah.
and I think they just acted tremendously in it.
Yeah.
And with the storyline, it brings out some anger
It
in you.
does.
Yeah.
Like it's like you're just like,
brings
holy
out
shit.
many emotions for sure.
It's an emotional show to watch.
That was one of my
Yeah.
favorite ones, and I can honestly say that I binged that. So I mean, that was like, I started probably on a Sunday, and every night I got home from work, I was like trying to catch up, watch, and then I'm like, Kim,
Running
go to
from
bed,
the
go to
car
bed, go to
upstairs, like,
bed.
Yeah.
Skipping steps.
You know,
or
oh no,
something
because
like
I
that.
would only put it on when I knew like it was quiet, because I was like, I cannot be interrupted during
Right.
this. You know, like this is like I have to pay attention to every detail because it blew my mind.
It
You know,
was.
Yeah.
It was that
I
type
wonder
of
if
show.
they'll come up with another episode. That would be cool.
Oh.
You always wanted to, see her reunite with her daughter, you know.
Yes.
So, but of course, I always like everything. I like everything to end happy.
Yeah.
I hate watching stuff that doesn't have happy endings.
Yeah.
You
No, it's
know?
true.
Laura likes happy endings.
Yeah.
I do.
Yes.
I have always liked a happy ending. That
Oh,
is
boy.
for sure.
Who doesn't? Right?
Yeah.
Who doesn't,
Everybody likes a
really?
happy ending.
You never hear anybody say like, I don't want a
hate
happy ending.
endings.
I'll actually avoid if I know it's got a sad ending, I probably will not watch it.
Yeah.
I don't
Really?
like to end on a sad note, you
Yeah.
know, and feel like I can't watch like I never have watched Marley and Me. I can't
Okay.
like I can't watch like
You'll cry.
yeah. I don't want a movie that's gonna make me
Sometimes I
cry.
like to
And I know
cry.
people all
It's
love
okay.
it.
I was just gonna say it's okay to cry sometimes though.
Yeah.
It is. I mean,
Let
I
it
do.
out, Laura.
I
Let
do
it out.
cry sometimes.
But it shows your
you know.
emotions too, you know, like you do have emotions. You're not just happy
Oh,
all
of
the
course
time.
I have
No.
emotions. Like a lot of times, real life makes me cry.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
That is true. Yeah.
So I mean, totally.
No, I do
that's
get
why,
it. You know.
Like it. I think when I watch something that's sad, it just stays with me. Like,
Yeah.
and it makes me sad, and I stay sad. So I tend to
You don't want to be
avoid.
sad.
No.
So, but if it ends on a happy note, like
Yeah.
the sadness
So
is
if we
gone.
ever hang
The
out, she's
sadness
sad.
is
We know she
gone.
watched
Yeah.
a sad movie.
Yeah, she
Yes.
won't because she's not gonna bring sadness into her
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm gonna
Yeah.
try.
Laura's
not
gonna
to.
make
Everything's
sure
gonna be
happy
endings.
endings.
Yes.
Only happy endings.
Only.
Only happy endings.
Well, that's why we have a podcast with you, Laura. It's always happy endings.
That's right. I'm happy right
happy
now.
endings for everybody.
Yeah.
Speaking
You
of
get a happy
endings.
ending. You
Get
get
a
it.
happy ending, and so do you.
Yes, happy endings for all, everybody. So,
Oh, my
but
goodness.
you guys can go to our website at www-podcast.castos.com.
Wow.
Totally
What?
friggin'
Oh my
butchered
god!
that.
Wait, www.
Wait, crazy not crazy?
Oh yeah.
You butchered that bad.
Oh,
And you
yeah,
were
I
laughing at
knew
me?
it. I was gonna try and pass it off. I couldn't do it tonight
I just wanted
though.
to see what it said,
Okay,
so.
yeah. So what is it? www.
No.
Oh, wait, there
Why
is
do you keep
still some-
saying that?
I'm sorry, guys. You're probably
No,
really
do we
confused.
have anything with W's in it?
No.
We don't even have anything with
Well, the
W's
World
in
Wide
it.
Web is www.
I was like, oh yeah, that's where I got that.
Yeah, I don't even know why my mind went there.
So, anyways,
So-
guys, it's crazy not crazy podcast.castos.com.
Oh, good. All
There you
right.
go.
What she said.
Yeah. But
Good
that's
job,
great.
good
I've
job,
been
Dojo.
perfect about that every week.
Oh, and
I've
real-
butchered it many
Yeah,
times.
real quick before we sign off, nobody ever answered our question about the Muppet guys. So do you guys
Oh.
want to extend that
Asswipe.
to next week? And
Sure.
if nobody answers it, then we'll
We
just
don't
give you
pass on
guys
it?
the answer and nobody gets a
And
prize.
we'll get the
Right.
prize.
That's right. We'll put
We
it
know
right
what
on the
it's
table to remind everyone.
Yes.
And we'll burn it.
What you missed
So
And
out.
we'll
Smell
burn
it.
it. That's right.
Yeah.
Smell lemonine, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's what we
So-
need to do.
What?
Get our candles in the garage and start making it smell nice in here.
Oh,
instead
Oh,
of,
okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Next week, guys.
So like grease?
Smell you later.
What the hell is she doing? Everybody have a good week. She's gotta go because
Yeah.
Laura's ready for happy ending,
She's
so
ready for
she's
happy
gotta
ending
be done.
at the end.
She's done.
Night.
Bye. Have a good night.